hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. We only have 2 choices left. Yeah, there's not much choice here. We're gonna go to Ringman. Ringman, I actually did this one first on my original playthrough. This is not a stage you want to go to first. I know we usually have that habit here on this channel. But I did want to vary up the order, at least for some of the Mega Man games. Not just do everything exactly as I did it before. Let's show off Dust Crusher. There's what it does. Very comparable in terms of damage output to Drill Bomb, but as I mentioned last time, it does have a couple nuances where it can be better. And we have these little Saturn thingies here. We can use Dive Missile to take them out, or Skull Barrier, or just a regular Buster, really. Dive Missile is actually pretty good against these cannons, because if you start moving on the screen, cannons start firing. You've got these platforms that drop out from underneath you. That's all kind of a lot to deal with on this screen. As you can see, I'm failing at just the platforms. So what you want to do is wait for it to start reforming before you go, because the one end, it won't start disappearing again until it gets completely filled up again. So use that to your advantage. Another thing we're going to use to our advantage is a Flash Stopper. Bright idea. Should be calling it Bright Idea. Because this is a mini-boss, and this is a Hippo mini-boss, and so what you want to do is just do that. And completely negate the challenge for a little bit of weapon energy. And it's okay if we use that because Bright Idea is not Ringman's weakness. Although we do have Ringman's weakness this time. And we couldn't keep up that pattern forever. Dust Crusher can be used against those little ground crawler enemies. Actually does well there. And you could use Dive Missile, Skull Barrier. Even Mega Buster can take these guys out. They only take 1 hit. Oh, there goes my health. I'm not getting that, am I? Not that I really need it. And there was a demonstration of exploding the Drill Bomb in mid-air. Here's a mini-boss that I don't like. Because he only stays open... Where did Mega Man go on this video? Huh. I don't know if you saw that, or if that's just me watching it on the recording as I'm doing post-commentary. Let's take out this mini-boss a bit differently. Yeah, there's 4 mini-boss battles in Ringman stage. No, I wanted to... Yeah, this is not going as well as I would have preferred. Fine, we'll do... There. Pharaoh Shot works decently against those hippos as well. Let's use our wire adapter. You have to press up before you launch it. You notice Mega Man took a look at the ceiling. Yeah, Eddie's gonna give us a 1-up, deciding to be useful. Or maybe because the enemies just decided not to give us one this time. Dust Crusher, good against these guys. I'm pretty sure Drill Bomb is too. I don't know if Drill Bomb one-shots those. If not, then that's where one of the nuances where Dust Crusher is better. A charged Mega Buster will also take those out. And here, once again, Skull Barrier and or Mega Buster and or Rain Flush from Toadman works too, and or Dive Missile. Let's get some variety. Like I said, a lot of the weapons have multiple uses in Mega Man 4, and I really like that. And we're gonna freeze this guy again because I don't like dealing with him. He'll constantly become protected and unprotected again. And it's not my favorite thing to deal with. Long slide for no real reason. There's no threat after all that. Alright, now it's time to beat Ringman. And the Pharaoh demands a ring for his finger, so this is why Pharaoh is the weakness. Makes sense. Ringman, I'm like trying to dodge him like the Ringman from Mega Man Maker. That's so what I'm used to. And that's not quite how this Ringman operates. So I've kind of lost my touch there. I used to be really good at battling him with just the Buster. Ringman is kind of one of the tougher robot masters, but once you get his pattern down, um, and figure out how to dodge him, he's not that bad. And for that, we get the ring boomerang. So that means if we like it, we can put a ring on it. Toadman, aka Nightmare Frog! Nightmare Frogs have been haunting me in almost every franchise we've played on this channel. Alright, let's... Actually, what you want to be doing here, instead of drilling birds, it helps if you don't miss. I don't know what happened to my aim. It must be the weather. As you notice, we do have some wind that's pushing us back. It's making jumping forward fairly tricky. Pharaoh Shot is really nice here. You can just hold it over your head and kill almost everything. If you do it correctly, you could also not take damage. Yeah, like that. So a strategy for that, you don't need Rush Coil and Rush Jet to make those jumps. As I just demonstrated, you might want to use them, you might not want to, because you might end up bouncing yourself up into one of those bird chains, and then bad things will happen. Just be as close to the edge as you can, and be as close as you can to the edge, and just jump and hold to the right, and you'll be fine. I totally lost my phrasing there. Alright, these guys, I mean, you can use whatever weapon you want. Mega Buster works fine too. I'm just using Ring because it's our new weapon. And I like giving them the finger. The ring finger. Alright, we have our mini-boss for this stage. This giant snail escargot. Just send drills into his eyes when his eyes open, watch out for his bombs, and he will launch his eyes at you, like so. Not too bad. It kind of took a lot of drills again. And we got another one of those little rat things, so we'll put him through the ringer. And there's another one of those. And you can see we have some waterfalls here, so the waterfall's pushing us. You've got the mini-boss that's attacking you, and you have death pits here now, so we're going to completely cheese this. You don't have to cheese it. It's not... I mean, it's trickier than the first time you fought him, but it's still not that bad. We put on Skull Barrier. This would be a place for Rush Marine, except I think we get Rush Marine here. So one of two stages where we could have used Rush Marine before the Dr. Cossack's castle is... you know, gives us Rush Marine. I don't know about that stage design there, guys. But anyways, we're at Toadman, the easiest robot master of all time, fortunately, because all you have to do is shoot him. When he puts his arms up, that's when you shoot him, and he'll never launch his screen-wiping rain flush. Yeah, we'll demonstrate it. We'll let him demonstrate it. You get a pity shot on us. You can't dodge that attack, so they had to make it so that you could interrupt his attack, and that just makes him completely exploitable. If you try shooting multiples at a time, he will jump around the room. But if you just shoot one at a time, you can just stand there and ping him with the Mega Buster, ping him with whatever you want. Yeah, look at that. We're getting Rush Marine. Great timing, dog. Alright, well, with that, I'll see you guys next time when we go after this guy, Dr. Cossack.